Hi there, it's Dawn. Welcome back. And as promised, this is segment 2 of my experimenting, where I'm going to try my no house paint, no varnish pouring medium as the pillow with traditional bloom paints, so mixed with untinted house paint over top. So we're going to see how they behave, whether it actually works, and see what outcome we get. In the previous video, I show how incredibly clear the no house paint, no varnish pouring medium dries. So it does give you true to color results, but my balloon paints are also mixed with Behr 8300, the original, and just on your gloss varnish. So I have not tried this before. I have no idea how it's going to work out. I'm going to be doing it on another 10-inch square glass trivet like I did the previous two. And we're just going to see what we get. So I've got a bunch of colors mixed up, rather set aside here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use them all. And I'm going to use my regular oxide black cell activator mixed with Australian floetrol. So I've got some Amsterdam Prussian blue. I've got quinacridone nicolazo gold from Golden. I have deep turquoise deep. And I have Master's Touch pearlized violet. And I'm not sure any of these colors are going to go well together. But I have picked out two pigments. I've got TLP Athena and Persephone that I'm going to be using. So considering how clear the pouring medium dries, if this does even come out, I am going to just drizzle my colors so that no one color is solid, and then blow it out with my blow dryer and see what happens. So I guess we'll just dive right in. So this is my no house paint, no varnish pouring medium. And I'm leaving it a little thick. I may regret that, but I think it might need to be to support the extra weight of traditional bloom recipe colors. But I guess I will find out right along with you. So that looks like it's going to be enough. And I'm just going to pop a couple of big bubbles here. Maybe. Stubborn. And then let's get some colors down. So I like starting with a pigment. So I'm going to start with Athena. And down in this corner, just a drizzle. And then I think that would pair well with a little drizzle of QNAG, the quinacridone nicolazo gold. Not much of this. And then, how about a drizzle of Prussian blue? Just a little bit, just a hint of that. And I think then I will go with the pearlized violet. And Persephone. And the turquoise deep. And then my cell activator. And we will see what we get. Probably a little too much cell activator, but we'll see if we can break that up a little. I'm just moving this pillow out. Oops. Don't want to tip it off. Don't need any accidents. And even though it's probably going to spin off, I think I'm going to add a little bit of extra pillow. So I'm going to spin it a little bit. See where it's going. And Maverick is ringing the bell to go out. All right, we need to shift some of this paint weight slowly. And the cell activator is breaking up really nicely. There it goes. It just needed to get flowing. Really, actually, a very cool color palette. Very pretty and really nice cells here on the bottom. That surprises me a little bit. Need to get this side, this corner, to flow a little more because it seems to be stuck. All right, I'm going to take it to that corner. Because it doesn't want to go to that corner. Well, it truly does not want to move over there. Oh, Maverick is throwing a temper tantrum down there. Just whacking that bell. And it figures. It's what they do the second I'm doing something. They want something. They want to go out. Or they want to come in, or something. That's what puppies do. All right, let's see if we've got the flow. Here we go. That is much better. It just had a hard time. Now, I could lose some of this broad petal of turquoise and not be heartbroken. So let's see if we can spin a little bit of it off. Now I didn't intend to get full coverage on this, but it looks like I'm going to get something very, very close to full coverage. And that's okay, we're just experimenting. I can refine it later if it works. The bubbles do not like to pop through that house paint. And those bubbles are coming from the pillow underneath. So, yeah, I'm going to move this off here, and then I'll bring you in for a close-up. Okay, here we have it. And I have my flash on, hoping to pick up some of that shimmer. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. And that glowing orange gold is the QNAG. You can see I have a lot of bubbles that have come up. A little bit of the flocculation that I'm used to with the All No House Paint Bloom. Got a bloop of pillow, but that'll dry clear, obviously. Oh, that's interesting. That's the Persephone, and it broke all up. This is where my cells got a little melty, and that's the pillow you see coming up through. So it should be interesting to see how this dries. The Persephone looks fine in other areas, just not there. So I guess we'll see what happens. Be back shortly. Okay, so let's discuss these results. This is the traditional bloom paints over the No House Paint pouring medium, and it's not horrible. However, the behavior of the cell activator in these thicker areas is not good. In some of the areas, it's actually normal and it looks really good. But in the areas where it was thicker and it sunk, you can see that it went through to the bottom. It's not good. However, I think if you thinned your cell activator and used less of it, you might get a better result. So all in all, I think this sort of worked, and it's definitely beautifully clear, and in spite of the bubbles that you see here, it really is a pretty effect and it worked well. So I wouldn't discount this as an option, but I do think you have to mess around with the formulation and amount of your cell activator. So that's my takeaway for this one. And of course, in comparison to the All No House Paint version, you definitely get a better effect with your cell activator, and you can see that even in the areas where it was thick, it laid very nicely. But cell activator acts differently over the traditional bloom paints. Of course, you also get that color density and vibrancy. I did get some melty cells. I might have had a bit much, too much paint, but I'm not entirely unhappy with this result. What I'm doing today is mixing up a couple of different recipes using house paint untinted base. I've got 4 varieties that I'm going to check the clarity of. I've got swatches done on a piece of glass, and I've got them marked so I know what each one was. And I mixed up my pouring medium recipe using matte gel instead of gloss gel, because so much of the untinted deep base that I have is semi-gloss or gloss. I want to be able to bring that down to an eggshell or satin finish. So I'm working on that today, and I will do some more experimenting through the week with those different recipes, depending on which one I decide to go through. I'll cover that in the next video. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your being here, and I will catch up with you very soon. Bye for now.